Is it working? For some reason, why is it when you want to go live that you've got internet issues? But we're live. So hopefully this is going to hang on. And we're going to have enough internet to do this livey. Hello, Lakeisha. So obviously if you're joining on, if you're joining us, let me know where you're tuning in from. Hey, Nicole. Good morning. I promise you to deliver 180 days straight of Facebook Lives, giving an insight into my life. And it is kind of late. But you know what? It's been one of these days, crazy day, lots of exciting things happening. And I'm not going to go to bed till I do this. So what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about, Rachel, are you going to join? Oh, you're still up. Yay. I'm excited that you actually waited and you haven't gone to bed yet. That's amazing. Thank you. Hey, Alison. So we're going to talk about, are you a problem poser? It's kind of a bit of a cheeky topic, and I promise you I'm not going to do like a big intro and wait for everybody to join because obviously it's late. I'm going to go straight into content, and it's something that I just see a lot, and actually it kind of touches on yesterday's Facebook Live. You know, I talked about obviously cutting the bullshit, cutting the excuses, being really honest with yourself, and having a really one-on-one with yourself to reflect, to go, do you know what excuses are actually really trying to teach me something, where is something that I need to dig a little bit into, or where am I actually just playing small? And today, the topic kind of follows on that, because I see so many people whinging about problems. And so the question is, of course you rock, well, thank you. The question is, are you a problem poser? So can you identify, maybe not yourself, but can you identify with people that you see who always just talk about their problems, and they get so caught up, you know, even though they have big dreams, big aspirations. Hey, Caitlin, how is Bali? By the way, I'm so going to have to come and visit you. Hey, Karina. Hey, Isabel. Hey, everybody who's joining. Hey, Ray. Do you recognize this pattern? You know, there's people in your environment who are definitely a problem poser. They are so good to talk about their problems. Do you get that? And I get it too. We sometimes get caught up in the bullshit of the day. But the problem is, and here's the 3 things I'm going to share with you, right? That if you're a problem poser, you're only just going to manifest more problems, because obviously what you focus on, you're going to get. So my 3 tips to stop being a problem poser is obviously cut the bullshit. Stop whinging about your problems. Everybody has problems. Everybody has challenges, obstacles. It's part of the growth. At the end of the day, if it was all easy, if it was all smooth sailing, then we all would have the perfect marriages. We would have 6 packs. We would have $1 million in our bank. We would have amazing relationships with our kids, with our partners. You know, the clients that we would work with are absolutely a dream to work with. We would never have to worry about paying bills whatsoever, right? So of course we're going to have problems. But the thing is, I think the exciting thing is when you get really consciously aware and you get really good at tapping into yourself and acknowledging that every problem actually poses an opportunity, aka a possibility to grow, then you're already on the winning side. Okay, I know Karina's saying horrible. Yes, I know, problem posers. They actually suck the life out of you, don't they? And you know these people, you say, how are you? You know, how's your day going? How are you going? And all they talk about straight away is problem. Yeah, but blah, blah, blah. I'm good, but things okay, but I'm like, oh, for God's sake, seriously. And I get it. Like I said yesterday, sometimes things are happening to you that are out of your control, and that's okay. You can still master any challenge, and you can rise above it, and you can take every problem and turn it into a possibility. So my 3 tips, I'm going to keep it really brief, right? So number 1, you got to understand that every problem is a possibility, okay? So if you can really acknowledge that the universe doesn't want you to struggle, the universe is here to teach you to become the best version of yourself, so that every perceived problem, right? AKA perceived opportunity to grow. If you see it that way, then you will find a way to take any problem and turn it into a possibility. Of course, that means you have to take 100% responsibility. Of course, that means you're going to have to stop, the blame game, right? Yeah, human dreams, absolutely. It means that you have to take 100% responsibility. And I was talking to a German coach today, and she was the same. She's like, oh my God, I just wish for everybody to be friends. I just wish for everybody to acknowledge that this place is here to enjoy your time, to grow, to be, the best version of yourself, to impact, to make a difference. And unfortunately, people can kind of be like a vampire. And it's like, oh, fuck. So first of all, obviously, if you have too many people of that in your environment, you need to have some more boundaries, okay? But this is for you a little lesson. Acknowledge that you can take every problem and turn it into a possibility. That's already the biggest shift in terms of perspective. Secondly, why is that so important? And then that's obviously law of attraction, call it manifestation, or what you focus on, you're going to get more of, right? Obviously, if you're going to focus on constantly not having enough time, not having enough money, not having enough clients, not having enough or whatever, right? You're going to find yourself not having more of, because as the saying goes, where focus goes, energy flows, and that's what you're going to grow. Okay, so literally manifestation is a very powerful tool. I'm going to tell you now, regardless of whether you believe in manifestation or not, everything that you have in your life right now is because you manifested it, but you manifested it on an unconscious level. Okay, so just be aware that you need to stop looking at the problem as a problem, because if you focus on that, you're going to get more of that shit. So how about you take that problem and you find a way to turn it into a possibility? How do you do that? Well, you do that by start thinking about solutions. How are you going to solve that problem? Start thinking about, okay, seriously, if I have an issue with something, instead of getting caught up in the bullshit of it, getting caught up in the emotion of it, let's talk solution. Let's talk about a way to change things. At the end of the day, life is not about what happens to you, but it's all about what you make of it. So I don't want to have conversations about whinge. Sure enough, thank you, Rachel. You're so cute. I'm getting messages popping up privately. So for me, wouldn't it be a much rather exciting, sexy conversation to say, okay, do you know what? I'm feeling down in the dumps about, there's my dog in the background. I'm feeling down in the dumps about something. And instead of just whinging and blaming and getting caught up in this big story, let's talk solution, because at the end of the day, there is a solution for everything. And sometimes it's not about actually having all the resources, because yes, of course, it would be great to have a cleaner. It would be great to have a maid. It would be great to have someone to do all the things that you don't want to do. But we need money for that. And I get that not everybody has the luxury to pay, to have the resources to engage all the help that they need. But you can become extremely resourceful. So stop being problem orientated, focus on possibilities and solution, okay? Secondly, be mindful that what you focus your intention on, that's where you're going to manifest. So I hate to bring it to you, but stop whinging. Stop looking at how can you solve this? How can we learn from this? How can we grow from this? And even better, how can I be a living example that if I can go through this shit and if I can find a solution, I can teach someone else to do the same. And then we go into obviously the whole gift of contribution, because that's what it's all about. Number 3, my little tip for tonight is take that frustration. In German, it's Frust, kind of like the same word. So take that frustration and turn it into fire, okay? So I get it. Sometimes we get impatient. Sometimes we find ourselves in a situation where we can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, and all we want to do is just have a good old cry, or we just want to complain, and we just want to let steam off. And do that. Allow yourself to feel the emotion. I'm not saying stop being emotional and become a robot and just be I need to find a solution. It's not about that. But I think you can really empower yourself you can really empower yourself to take that real frustration of feeling so down in the dumps or so helpless or so like, you know, overwhelmed or anxious or stressed, and you can turn that, and if you remind yourself like over this side, what is the vision? What is the goal? What is it that you're living for? What's the big picture here? And what if you took that frustration and you turn it into fire? Because I'm telling you right now, like there's no better motivation, seriously, than pain motivation. You know, Tony Robbins says 2 types of motivation, pain or pleasure. Pain actually is really good. I'm not going to say it's going to last forever because that's a different conversation. But in that moment where you find yourself like perhaps still being stuck in a job that perhaps doesn't pay enough, or you're trying to grow your business and you're just not hitting those numbers, and you're really feeling frustrated because other influencers are trying to pull you back from building your business. I get that. But you know what? What if you took that frustration and you go, actually, that is not the direction that I want to choose to continue to go. So I'm going to take that frustration. I'm going to turn it into fire because I know I'm worth it. I know the universe wants me to have everything that I totally desire. And let's get on with it. Let's find a way. Let's become resourceful. And it's just literally a matter of doing something that's going to propel you into the right direction. Okay? So we got some great comments coming in. Sometimes desperation can breed inspiration. Oh, I love that. That's so cool. Totally. Like, we all know, we've all been there. We all know we've been in situations where literally the rug has been pulled from underneath our feet, and we felt so helpless, so like almost desperate. But that has also been like the birthstone or the cornerstone for you to tap into what's actually inside of you. And I'm telling you now, like, look at your life. Like, I don't know, unless you're like 5 years of age and you never had any adversity, at the end of the day, like everybody has some adversity. Everybody has had something happening to them in their life where they didn't see that it was possible to go above and beyond it, and somehow they managed, and somehow they grew from that, and somehow they become a better person, and somehow I'm pretty sure you've been able to pass that gift on to someone else, right? All right, what's Karina saying? I always say there are 2 options, lay down and die or get up and walk. Absolutely. I always talk about like it's literally a matter of like falling flat on your face, getting back up, adjusting your crown, as a boss queen would do, and keep on walking, trusting that everything's going to serve you. Everything serves a purpose. So every challenge, every adversity, every so-called problem is here to teach you something. So for me tonight, all I want to share with you, the 3 things is like, stop being a problem poser, stop whinging about your problems because it ain't going to make a difference. Okay, so instead of getting caught up into the drama, I would love you to actually take responsibility, 100% responsibility, and think about how you can turn that problem into a possibility by being more solution focused, understanding your power of manifestation, that what you focus on is what you're going to get. So regardless of the situation that you're in, start practicing more gratitude, okay? Because obviously the more gratitude you have, the more things you're going to find to be grateful for. And number 3, take that frustration and turn it into fire. So if you have any questions for me, let me know right now, because otherwise I'm going to head off because literally it's been a long day. As you can see, look at this. Every time I talk, I've got this funny little line coming up. How random. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I did try. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love how you call me Brina. I think none of my Aussie friends, none of my German friends even know that. Only my English friends know that my nickname used to be Brina. But you're more than welcome to call me Brina. That's fine. I can roll with that. That's definitely not a problem. It's a gift. It's a blessing. It's a beautiful compliment. So here's my 3 things. I want you to stop being a problem poser. Seriously, tomorrow we're going to talk more. I've got literally like talk about rawness and vulnerability and strength. Like seriously, there is so much bubbling up in my head. I've got so much things I want to share with you. And obviously, as I said, I'm going to keep inviting you on that journey. Yes, the serum is working, but I don't know what that is. I don't know. Maybe that's just a funny line on my face. So funny. So I'm going to keep inviting you on my journey. I'm going to be tuning in tomorrow. I don't know about UK or I think it's international. Isn't it tomorrow International Women's Day? The 8th of March is literally International Women's Day. One of my dear friends, she's a client of mine. She's also part of my team. And it's her birthday tomorrow. And she is a big advocate for really helping women to step into their worth, exactly like what I do. So I'm going to try and surprise her and get her on into a Facebook Live, which may be happening. No, it's going to happen tomorrow afternoon, my time, about 3 o'clock my time. So probably Aussie friends, you're going to be asleep, but you can watch the replay. So if you have any questions on how to turn your problems into possibilities, how to like get off the chip off your shoulder, let me know. I would love to get on the phone and give you some more personal kick up your butt to help you see that there's definitely a light at the end of the tunnel. And from that end, much love to you tonight. Enjoy the rest of the night or enjoy the rest of your day. And of course, always remember, it is your time to have it all on your own terms. Hashtag no fuck given.